Shalom. Hey, shalom. 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 First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruka Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Most High God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. Yahweh is his true name. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of his only begotten Son, our Redeemer and Savior, the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Yeshua, Christ, and other names. Ruka Kodash is the Holy Spirit that gives us the full understanding of this truth, and it's a gift from our Savior Yahweh Shai to help us understand this truth. My double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS. These are the men that taught me this truth, which is the 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect spread around the four corners of the earth, pushing this gospel in all sincerity, most especially in these last days. Shalom also to them few Akwats, sisters who are sincerely seeking His truth. It's the brother Yaraya Yashar Allah, Yarayala Yashar Allah from the GMS Italy camp. And as you can see the title of this lesson, the knowledge of this world is absolute foolishness. And the knowledge of this world is really foolishness, man. You know, and as you know, the book of Job, the 9th chapter, is it the 32nd verse? It tells you about the world, the earth being given into the hands of the wicked, and they cover the faces of the judges. And what they do, one of their major instruments is that of, hiding the truth, twisting the narrative, and teaching you things that are going to totally misplace you. So I'm inspired by doing this lesson by watching a video on Instagram. So I downloaded the video. I'm going to play the video right now.
Mountain of God, real.
And after playing the video, I'm going to comment. I just want to be sure the volume of the video is also being heard.
Is Mount Sinai, the mountain of God, real? Why hasn't mainstream archaeology taken Mount Sinai seriously? Because for 1500 years we've been looking at the wrong place. St. Catherine's Monastery, the alleged Mount Sinai site,
Okay, I'm going to play this video and, we're going to build up from here.
is Mount Sinai, the mountain of God, real? Why hasn't mainstream archaeology taken Mount Sinai seriously? Because for 1500 years we've been looking at the wrong place. St. Catherine's Monastery, the alleged Mount Sinai site, has no archaeologic evidence to support it. But just 300 kilometers to the east is Jabal el-Lawz, which is potentially the real Mount Sinai. Not only does this mountain appear to have been burned by some kind of heat that melts rocks, it is surrounded by geologic and archaeologic evidence that
And this is just to let you know that the Bible is a real book. Okay, the accounts of the Bible are real. The Bible is the most trustworthy historical book that you can find on earth, because you can literally take the places that are written in the Bible, the names of the places, the incidents, and everything. And if you're sincere in really, putting out these archaeological searches the way you're meant to do it, you're going to find everything. As a matter of fact, they also found the Ark of Noah, you know. They also found the Ark of Noah on the mountains of Ararat, as it was written in the Bible that it's going to be found along that region. During, I think, the Second World War, you had one of the pilots, the American pilots, flying through, and they saw the Ark of Noah. They found the wall of Jericho. Mount Sinai is real. All the lands, everything that's been spoken of in the Bible, there are actual archaeological findings on these places. But it's funny how the devils in power, they wouldn't give credit to these findings. You have lots of archaeologists because, before coming into this truth, I used to be a lover of archaeology, history, and archaeology, you know. And one of the things that the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, woke me up through was through archaeology, you know. So I started noticing different kinds of archaeological findings that corresponded with the Bible, and this gave me further proof that damn, and the Bible must be a real book, man. So I was finding out different kinds of archaeological searches, and this gave me much proof that damn, the Bible is real truth. And I was wondering why they wouldn't bring this out and make further researches on this. you know Rather, they would have this team of archaeologists, you know going to dig out the tombs of them pharaohs, and trying to paint themselves in that image, trying to go into some um what do you call it, what's that period, stone, no, the era of the dinosaurs, and all this crap that they do, trying to make different kinds of proofs to convince you that the Big Bang theory was real, in which, this is the wickedness of this world, man. Why we have the truth. The earth itself is giving all the history of the truth, man. You know that the word science means knowledge. So you see, you have archaeologists, in which, I used to follow different kinds of archaeologists back then. You have many archaeologists who come out and, they'll confess to you, they'll tell you that, you had many archaeologists who actually got frustrated. They had to quit their jobs because they found many things. Once they present these things to the governments, to the powers that be, what they do is they destroy this findings, you know so there is a deliberate act in trying to hide the true past, in which that past is written in the Bible. The Bible is no joke. It's not just a storybook. The Bible is true history. Okay, just like I said earlier, you can search out any city that's been mentioned in the Bible and make some archaeological searches on it, and you would find everything that's written. The stories are true. Try to imagine that the wall of Jericho, they found the wall of Jericho, and they found under the walls, I think, grains of those days. So you see, but there is a team of archaeologists, in which they are just false archaeologists, by the government, to change the narrative, to hide the truth from you. Shalom. Yahaba Shem Yahushua Shem Kakudash Barakatah. Shalom to all the people watching. Hopefully this lesson is going to be edifying through the spirit and power of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I don't intend making it too long, but let's see how the spirit takes us. Now, going back to the video, let me just take it back a little further. In which I believe the Mount Sinai now in today is actually property of Saudi Arabia. Okay, it's been protected by Saudi Arabia. If I'm not mistaken, someone can correct me. You know. So now going back to the video.
Mount Sinai site has no archaeologic evidence to support it, but just 300 kilometers to the east is Jabal el-Lawz, which is potentially the real Mount Sinai. Not only does this mountain appear to have been burned by some kind of heat that melts rocks, it is surrounded by geologic and archaeologic evidence that supports the biblical narrative of the Exodus. Following the path out of Egypt that Moses and the Jewish people could have taken, the Exodus trail begins at the Gulf of Aqaba, where the Israelites were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Technically, rocks in a wet place. On one side, a mountain with the only entry blocked off by the Pharaoh's army, and the other side, the Red Sea.
So, as I was saying, as you heard, the Mount Sinai is being found, man. It has also archaeological proofs that when the Most High sends fire down the mountain when he was having a conversation with Moses, the burning fire and all that, you know, you have archaeological facts and descriptions from the Bible that this place is real. But Esau Edom discredits it because they try to push their own narrative. They try to X out the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai of the Bible, you know. And all this is only going to last for a short time. Is about to lose his kingdom. Is actually at the last seconds of his kingdom. And there are also searches, also findings in the Red Sea, in which the Red Sea, um its real meaning is supposed to be the Sea of Reeds. Okay, they found wheels and chariots, of the Egyptians under that sea, and that sea carries a lot of bones of dead bodies. So that narrative of the Most High opening the Sea of Reeds is a true history, man. But there is someone spending millions and billions of dollars, trying to discredit this truth, you know, trying to shut real archaeologists, trying to shut them up and putting in their places their own sold out archaeologists that are not true archaeologists. That's why you see the knowledge of this world is foolishness to the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. Because a foolish man has control of the narrative right now. Let's keep playing.
Sea. Imaging of the sea floor at the crossing point shows a traversable and gradual decline into the sea. Not a land bridge, but also not a cliff that they couldn't navigate. And in antiquity, this site was known to be the crossing point. The Jewish king Solomon erected markers on both sides of the sea at this crossing point. One of them still exists to this day. After the Red Sea, the Jewish people camped at the Palms of Elim.
And they came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees.
After Elim was the miracle at the rock in Horeb.
Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink.
Here's what we would want to see to validate that it's the real rock at Horeb. It would need to be identifiable, near Mount Sinai, and have evidence that water flowed from it. This rock is massive. It sits atop a hill and sticks out like a sore thumb. And even though this is a desert climate, there are clear signs of erosion, and it looks like the water source came from the rock. Next stop, the altar to the golden calf. Imagine this. They had just seen God split the Red Sea and then split the rock at Horeb. Now they're watching Moses on Mount Sinai that's on fire. And what do they do to celebrate? They build an altar to a golden calf and party. At the base of Mount Sinai is an altar made of rock, and it appears to have been erected as an altar to the golden calf. There's even what appears to be Egyptian hieroglyphics of a calf inscribed on the rocks that make up the altar. And now we get to the actual mountain itself. From the base of the mountain, you can see the charred rock at the peak of the mountain, and upon closer inspection, the rocks appear to be melted. What would cause rocks on the top of a mountain to melt? Is it possible that it was the presence of God that did this to these rocks? Can you imagine?
Moses, Moses, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
Hey, so as you can see, there are actual archaeological sites, man, that's going to prove to the world that, sorry, that's really going to prove to the world that, the history of the Bible. Please, Salakia, sorry for this I have a dog, a little dog, acting up here. So the actual story of the Bible is factual, man. So it's funny how the powers that be, they be spending all different kinds of money on different kinds of stupid researches on the past when they have the real past right in their front. That's because they don't want the narrative of the Bible. They want a different narrative. Now let's get some scriptures. And the scripture quoted in the title of the lesson is the book of First Corinthians, in the third chapter. This is the book of First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. Now let me start from verse 18. It says, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise." Why? Because you see, the people that are following the Bible, the Hebrew Israelite, the true followers of the Most High Yahweh Shemi Shai, they are seen as foolish people, man. You know, the wise of this world are those who are seen um, as the so-called Elon Musk, the Bill Gates and all that people. These are the people that are esteemed as the wise of this world. You know, so in order for you, you know, in order for you to get into the kingdom of heaven, you really need to be seen as foolish, man. You know, you don't need to go by the narrative of this place. The wickedness and the lies that have been pushed out there. That's the major thing being pushed out. You have to go by the narrative of the Bible. The Bible is one of the most discredited books out there. They discredit the book. They try to make it seem like someone else wrote it. They try to make it look like Esau Edom wrote the Bible. Trying to make it look like everything else that it's not. Verse 19, it says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, for it is written, it taketh the wise in their own craftiness." And that's written I think, in the book of Job, the 5th chapter. So you see, the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, the so-called the theories, in which let's take a look at the meaning of what theory. Please bear with me just 1 second. Hey, please bear with me. Please bear with me. Sorry for that. Um, so now, if you take a look at the meaning of the word theory, it says a plausible or scientifically acceptable general principle or body of principle. And now they changed the meaning of things, man. or believe. Okay, you see, the real meaning of a theory is an idea or hypothetical set of facts, principle, or circumstances often used in the phrase in theory, you know. And you see, an idea or an hypothetical set of facts doesn't really mean it's true, man. It's just an idea, you know. And if you go to the word hypothetical, let me see what it means. You see, the word hypothetical means involving or being based on a suggested idea or theory. Something suggested, That's not the real truth. It says an idea or hypothetical set of facts. It's just like I can say, I believe the tortoise, the world came out from the tortoise shell, you know that's my theory. That's what I believe in. And this is exactly what, they teach in the schools, man. If you go out there, you're thinking the college, college system and all that, the wisdom that you get from those places, it's all foolishness, man. Absolute foolishness. Because what you're being taught is theories and this and that. All you're just being programmed, man. You're being programmed to move ahead like a zombie for this kingdom, why the real fact is actually inside the Bible. Now, what they teach also is pseudoscience. Okay. Now, let me see if I can get the word pseudo. Pseudoscience. So you see the word pseudoscience, a system. Oops. The word pseudoscience says a system of theories, assumptions, and methods erroneously regarded as scientific. Let me look at the meaning of this word erroneously, because you see what they do is it says in a mistaken way, incorrect. So you see that's the meaning of erroneously. So you see a system of theories, assumptions, and methods erroneously regarded as scientific, and that's exactly what we into today. Pseudoscience. Wait, let me see. Let me go back to Google. Pseudoscience. Hey, please bear with me. I'm just trying to look up something. Damn, man. It says list of pseudosciences. And this is Rational Wiki. And they're telling you the list of pseudosciences. Remember, we read the meaning of pseudo. It says a system of pseudoscience. It says a system of theories, assumptions, and methods erroneously, things that are not correct, that are errors, just all put together, and they make it become a belief. It says astrology, climate change denial, creation science, crop circles, Dogon people and Cyrus B, Eric von Flathead, Full Moon, you know, paranormal, You see, in a bit, everything that you're being taught is all, man. It's all damn lies, man. It's all damn lies because Esau is the man of lies. Now, if we go into the word pseudo, let's see what the word pseudo says. It says being apparently rather than actually as stated. Let me put the word pseudo. Let's go to the etymology. Etymology. This is just to show you a few things about this place that we're in. Actually, etymology. So it says pseudo. It says late 14th century. What does pseudo means? False or spurious things. What's the meaning of spurious? Not being what it purports to be, false or fake. Pseudoscience. That's what's being pushed in today, you know? So that's why you see when you come, everything is false that they teach you, all different kinds of theories, Boy's theories, Charles Darwin's theory, this and that, all lies, man. You know, when you have the real truth there, they deny it and they try to come up with all different kinds of lies, man-made lies, Esau-made lies. It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, okay, if you think you're wise in this world because you have your degrees, your master degrees, you're this, you're that, you call the doctorate or whatever, he says, let him become a fool that he may be wise. you know we actually stick to the fact of the Bible, we're seen as fools, man, because they tell you it's written by man. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the most high Yahweh Shem Shai, for it is written, it taketh the wise in his own craftiness. Let me get a couple of scriptures because I really need to rush out of Proverbs 14th chapter and the 8th verse. This is the book of Proverbs 14:8. It says, the wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. You see, the wisdom of the prudent is to understand the way of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, but the folly of the fools is deceit. You have people who are really carried away with this foolishness, man. You got people who have master's degree, people who seem very wise in this world, doing really good in this society, who believe actually that, the world came to be through the Big Bang theory, They actually believe all these things. Let's get the book of Proverbs 21 and 30. Many scriptures that I have on deck, but I'm just going to go through it real fast because I don't think I'm going to get all the scriptures because I really need to rush out. This is the book of Proverbs 21:20. It says, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, so everything that these people are trying to do against the Bible, against the truth of the Bible, they're trying to do all this against the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But there is no understanding, there is no counsel. Remember these people, if you go read the book of Psalm 64, they gather themselves in an evil cause, man. These people think deep. They think how to totally lost the foolish of this world, man. Because majority of the people of this world are actual zombies, man. They don't think for themselves. The spirit is not working in them. They just take in whatever it's been given to them. First Corinthians. First Corinthians 1, start from 19. This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 1. I read from verse 19. It says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise." What's the wisdom of the wise? Esau is the wise of this kingdom right now. Okay. And his wisdom is that of all of trying to X out the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, trying to put himself as the power. Oh, we created this, we created that, we went to the moon, when it's all crap, man. You know, that pseudosciences. It says, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Had not the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai made foolish the wisdom of this world? Can you know? I say, for after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So you see, the Most High, it does things in marvelous ways, man. You know, so we're preaching, we actually on the streets, we're preaching. You know, you have the prudent, so-called prudent of this world. They walk by, they look at us like foolish people. They look at us like we're crazy. We don't know what we're doing. You know, but that's how the Most High runs, man. You know, the wisdom of this world is actual madness. It's total nonsense. It's total garbage, man. You know, people be wasting money going to their college, trying to get degrees and all that. It's all garbage. It's trash. You know, the understanding of the Bible is the major knowledge that you should seek for. You know, the word of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai is complete, is what you need. The Bible tells us about the past, the correct history of the past. You know, not this wicked history that this man is trying to put out there. All nonsense, man. The brother 12 tribes of Hey, Salakia for that. I think I lost everything. Anyway, it's all good. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushai know at the thoughts of man that they are vanity. Can it's all vanity. Whoa, this is beautiful. The book of Colossians 2:8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Can and that's what this devils that are empowered they do. Zebulon warrior, Shalom, Yahweh Shemiel Shaba Shemukakutash Brakta Ak. This is James 3:13. It say, who is a wise man and endureth with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. And the meekness of wisdom is in the Bible, is this truth, man. The total truth that's been taught here. You know, starting from the elder apostle Taha and the rest of the apostles and the teachers that taught him, man. You know, so the knowledge of this world is total foolishness. And as you saw the video I played in the beginning, there are actual archaeological facts about the Bible being true. But unfortunately, Esau would discredit all that, you know, and try to make you believe something else. So I'm going to end the lesson here. Hopefully, it was edifying to the spirit and power of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom to all the people that stuck by. Hopefully, this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rukakwadash. My double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS. These are the men that taught me this truth, which is the 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect spread around the four corners of the earth, pushing his gospel in all sincerity. Shalom to them few aqua to us sincerely seeking his truth. And on to the next one. Shalom.